For literally centuries, we've all looked up at Mars, the red planet, and just wondered, right? Well, today we're diving into that ancient mystery because it just got a brand new, massive clue. And it's all thanks to an experiment that's never been done before, millions and millions of miles away.
You know the question. It's the big one. Was there ever life on Mars? I mean, this is the question that's driven decades of space exploration, right? It's fueled our imagination, our movies, our books. It's pretty much the whole reason we keep sending these amazing robotic explorers over there.
And get this, that huge quest just took a major leap forward. Scientists have just dropped the results from this totally groundbreaking experiment, and wow, it's uncovered some of the most compelling evidence we've ever seen.
So what's the big deal? Why is this so special? Well, NASA's Curiosity rover, it actually did something incredible. It performed a really complex chemistry experiment that has never been attempted on another world before. This wasn't just, taking another cool photo or grabbing a rock sample. We're talking active, hands-on, wet chemistry on the surface of Mars. That's a first.
Okay, to really get what's going on here, let's think about it like a cosmic crime scene. Seriously, our detective? It's the Curiosity rover, which is about the size of a car. And the crime scene it's looking at, well, it's billions of years old.
So let's set the scene a bit. Curiosity lands way back in 2012, but the place it's exploring, Gale Crater, that's the important part. Over 3 billion years ago, it was a massive lake. I mean, a potentially perfect spot for life to get started. The experiment itself, that happened in 2020, but it's only now that we're finally seeing the incredible results.
And yeah, the location is absolutely critical here. Curiosity isn't just driving around some random patch of red dirt. Gale Crater is an ancient lake bed. Think about it. If life ever did exist on Mars, a place that used to be full of liquid water is pretty much exactly where you go looking for clues, right?
So how did our little rover detective analyze this ancient scene? It wasn't with a magnifying glass, that's for sure. It was with a super advanced and seriously high-stakes chemistry test.
The secret weapon for this whole operation was a chemical called TMH. The easiest way to think about it is like a chemical key. Its job is to break open the Martian soil, kind of like unlocking a safe, to release any organic molecules that might be trapped inside so the rover can actually see them.
Now, the process might sound simple on paper. Drill a hole, put the dirt in a little cup, add the TMH, and then heat it up. But just stop and think about it. This is all happening by remote control on another planet. It's an absolutely mind-boggling feat of engineering. And the pressure here was just immense. The rover only had 2 tiny tubes of this special TMH chemical. That means the entire science team back here on Earth had exactly 2 shots to get this thing right. 2. That's it. No do-overs, no second chances.
Astrobiologist Amy Williams really summed it up perfectly. She said, "This experiment's never been run before on another world." I mean, that one sentence just captures everything, doesn't it? The risk, the sheer innovation, and just how exciting this whole thing was.
So the big question, did it actually work? Oh, you bet it did. And what Curiosity found, well, it's helping us completely rewrite what we thought we knew about early Mars.
Okay, so here's what it found. The experiment detected more than 20 different organic molecules. Now, one of them is called benzophenone. You find that stuff in meteorites too. But the really crucial one was a molecule that has nitrogen in it. Williams calls it a precursor to how DNA is eventually built. So we're talking about the fundamental building blocks of life as we know it.
And here's the most important takeaway. Finding these molecules is, of course, amazing. But the real game changer, the huge breakthrough, is the fact that they were there at all. This discovery proves that these incredibly delicate organic clues can actually survive for over 3 billion years on the surface of Mars, which is constantly getting blasted by harsh radiation. That's huge.
And this is where the story of Mars connects right back to us here on Earth. Just like Amy Williams explains the same stuff, the same ingredients that rained down on early Mars from meteorites, well, that's what rained down on early Earth too. It probably provided the exact same raw materials that helped life get started right here on our planet. Okay, so this is all incredibly exciting stuff. But, just like in any good detective story, we have to be really careful about how we read the clues. So let's be super clear about this. What does it mean? It means that ancient Mars had all the raw ingredients for life. It had a habitable environment, and all of this was happening right around the same time life was kicking off here on Earth. Now, what does it not mean? This is not definitive proof of life. It's important to remember that these organic molecules can also be created by things that have nothing to do with biology.
So yeah, this is a massive clue, but it's not the final answer, not by a long shot. Think of this experiment as one really important step in a much, much bigger investigation into the history of Mars that's still going on.
You've probably heard the saying, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and most scientists agree. To make the incredible claim that we found life on another planet, we need that extraordinary evidence. And that almost certainly means bringing actual rock samples from Mars back to Earth so we can study them in our best labs here.
And NASA's other rover, Perseverance, has actually been busy doing just that, collecting and storing little rock samples for exactly that kind of mission. Now, it is worth noting that the ambitious Mars sample return mission was, for all intents and purposes, canceled back in January. But the good news is the incredible success of this chemistry experiment is already paving the way for what's next. The European Space Agency's Rosalind Franklin rover is set to launch in late 2028, and it's going to have a TMAIH instrument just like Curiosity's. And in that same year, the Dragonfly mission is going to take this exact same tech all the way out to Saturn's amazing moon, Titan. So this is just the beginning.
And that kind of brings us full circle, back to where we started. This incredible, first-of-its-kind experiment proved two things: that the clues to life can actually survive on Mars for billions of years, and that we now have the tools to find them. Every new clue like this gets us closer, but that ultimate mystery, the big one, it's still out there. Will we ever finally solve it?